What's up, everybody? It's Grim from GTS Wrestling, and welcome to the best ever Joe Cronin's Monetize This World Heavyweight Champion, the video games collector, the game hunter, Casey is raw. And if you're not down with that, we got 3 words for you. Eat it, yeah!
Welcome, guys, to Casey is Raw. This is going to be embarrassing. I was rubbing my eyes, and one of my damn contacts popped out. So, I kind of almost want to run and put my contacts out and get my glasses. But, we just got done with Monday Night Raw. It was okay. We got Federico, and we got Joe Compton, and we also got Big T. What's up, guys? This is not gonna be long, dude. I'm exhausted. This has been a long weekend doing all this. Doing 4 days of doing this. So, and I didn't get a chance to even record anything. So, honestly, one of the biggest things that happened today, apparently the news that we heard about Endeavor buying WWE was legit. I do not know that oh gosh, I don't know if it's really the 51% and to Endeavor and 49% to Vince. What's up, Talvish? Yeah, the show was not really that good, dude. I fell asleep and I it was bad. It was actually really bad. Minus the very end. The very end was very shocking. Talvish. Yeah, Riddle coming out was a surprise. I was shocked that we didn't get Jay White, but I don't know if that means he's not going to be on Raw or maybe he's a SmackDown talent, or maybe he's just not signed with the WWE. We didn't get Braun Breaker either. We figured we would be getting him, but that didn't fucking happen. So, oh gosh. But to me, the biggest news is, the Endeavor buying WWE. Apparently, they're merging WWE with UFC. So I'm like, I wonder, did they buy the whole thing? Because I heard that Vince got that $9 billion he was asking for. But making the UFC / WWE a $21 billion company. So apparently he did that news report was the day on. It was either day 1 or day 2 of WrestleMania, because they talked about like day 2 hadn't happened yet. So Yeah. Oh, there's Mr. Pico. You didn't get the KY? No. But I'm gonna have to run and take my contacts out in a second, guys. I apologize. I rubbed my eye and my contact fell out. But I contact the guys, and one of them was like, "Oh yeah, let's go," and then I'm like, but that's okay. This looks like a job for Stardust. Oh god, yeah. I tell you one thing. I felt like it was weird that Brock Lesnar was going to team up with Cody Rhodes, but they were saying that Brock Lesnar uh didn't have to worry about that one rule, but it felt weird. It's like I'm shocked that Brock Lesnar is going to team up with him. Well, that's what happened. Brock Lesnar turned heel on him and just let Rampage on him. So honestly, it looks like Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes. So it'll be kind of. I'll bet money that's going to be the match for Backlash between those two. So I don't know. What's up, Mister Pico? Yeah, it. Well, Cody's still over. It's just bad. But honestly, who's gonna be going after for the undisputed Universal title? But it just seems like it's not a good. Wasn't really a good show. It was actually really bad. Uh, the Raw after WrestleMania has never been good since a long time ago. The only reason the Raw after WrestleMania was anything was because after WrestleMania 29, I remember being at WrestleMania 29. We thought that Dolph Ziggler was going to cash in his Money in the Bank contract at WrestleMania, but he did it the very next night against Alberto Del Rio and won the belt, and it made that night feel special because anything could happen because it was the night after WrestleMania. They really hadn't that special feel for the least 7 years. So Raw wasn't, like I said, it wasn't really good. But I don't know. There's just really not much to talk about this. I mean, I wish I could. What's up, man? Like arg? What's an arg? Uh, I didn't. That's probably the best thing. Was the Brock Lesnar heel turn was the best thing. But I mean, gets Cody. That sucks. Yeah, Big T, I agree. Mr. Pico thinks next Roman Reigns' next opponent is Seth Rollins. Well, I mean, apparently, I remember Seth Rollins has Roman Reigns' number because Roman never beaten Seth Rollins. Uh, I didn't like that part where he went out and was doing just getting his music sing to, and then nothing else happened. He just walked right back to the back. I'm like, what the fuck was that about? I mean, I thought something would happen, but Raw sucked, asshole. I mean, I wouldn't say he's getting stale. I don't think Seth Rollins is getting stale at all. I just thought it was weird that he went out there, the people sing to him, and then he walked right back to the backstage. There was almost no point for him to be there that night. But I don't know. It was very boring. Like I said, until the very end with until Brock Lesnar did the heel turn. Then that was the most entertaining part. Well, that and when Cody was trying to get a rematch against Roman at the beginning. We need Jay Lethal. No. Well, hold on. Big T, are you talking about Seth Rollins needs a gimmick facelift? Because I think his gimmick's fine. It's just his. We don't know who he's going to go against. So, but I mean, brought up a good point where Seth Rollins never took on. I mean, he never lost to Roman, so maybe that should be the match. And maybe Seth Rollins does win, and then you have the circle back to Cody Rhodes because Cody beaten him 3 times round. Elton John versus Roman. Yeah, it's getting. Well, it looks like they're the bloodline is shunning the Usos since they lost the tag team titles. So I don't know. What it seems like the show is not that really good. Hey guys, just give me a second. I'm gonna switch to my glasses. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I apologize. Alright guys, I'm sorry about that. I'm back. Looks like I got finally caller shows up. Big T. We got Joe Compton. What's up, Joe?
What is going on, brother? I got here as fast as I could.
I'm just tired. It was Raw sucked, asshole.
Oh, that's always subjective.
Subjective. I guarantee you a lot of the people in the chat would agree with me that Raw sucked asshole today.
I mean, you got Damian Priest attacking his former tag team partner.
Are you talking about the Bad Bunny?
Yeah.
Well, he's a heel, so I mean.
Yeah, but still, of all people, the one he was closest to, a fellow Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
But my thing here, did you see what I posted in the group chat?
About what?
Well, a couple things. One, Bushwhacker Luke passed away.
Yeah. No, it's Butch, actually.
Yeah, Butch. Okay. R.I.P. Butch. What's up, Frederico, by the way? And two, about the podcast I told you to listen to.
I was starting to listen to it. It was not bad. It was just
LaGreca throwing a hissy fit over Cody winning. Or over Cody losing, excuse me.
Okay, well, there's a ton of people who are upset that Cody lost.
Yeah, they're not going into this open-minded. There are reasons why Cody lost. And here, I'll run one of them. I got 2 questions for you. All right? And this, I guarantee you, will sway your mind. Are you ready for the first one?
Yeah, go ahead.
How would Dusty Rhodes have booked it?
I don't know. I mean,
he would have had Roman going over.
It was time for him to finally lose.
No, see, that's where you're being closed-minded, Casey.
Well, I mean, when he really doesn't need to get 1,000 days. I mean, he's literally the 5th guy with the longest title reign of all time.
And I mean, what's the podcast tour capture? It is today's edition of Busted Open, where they go over night 2 results.
Yeah, and they didn't even really want to talk about the Cell at all. I think the Cell's the more of a big thing going on.
And here's that other question. Since Big T said beautifully put, Mr. Compton. All right, here. This one will blow your mind too there, chat. Which one sounds better? Cody getting the win at day 945 or Cody beating someone who's held the belt for 1,000 days?
Oh, honestly, the 1,000 days, but I would prefer seeing Cody win at WrestleMania.
And here, even this too. Brandy Rhodes herself sent out a tweet that said, and I'm paraphrasing here, that said something along the lines of, hard times make hard men. Cody's got to go through hard times before he gets exactly what he wants. He did. He has to be made to look vulnerable first. He has to be made to look weak. Whereas if they would have gave it to him right now, last night, the story would have been over. Put a bow on it. This right here is just the end of one chapter and the beginning of another.
I think the only real reason they're doing it is because the day one was so predictable that, like, the only reason I missed one is because I should have chose Rey Mysterio instead of Dom. But day one was very predictable. Day 2 was the exact opposite. Everything was turned to its head that I couldn't believe a lot of them didn't happen. I'm like, did you know that Bianca Belair won 3 titles in the last 3 WrestleMania? I mean, well, she won 2 and retained in the last 3 years. So
and
she could. What?
And look at Charlotte. Look how many she's competed for or won at Mania. No big deal.
Yeah, but I prefer to see Asuka winning the belt over
Because you got a
someone.
little Japanese girl fetish.
No, it's because the woman deserves it. She's a badass chick that she should be able to win it.
And here, let me ask Big T this. Sorry to interrupt you there, Casey. Big T, since you're in the chat, were you pissed off last night about Cody winning? Or about Cody losing? God damn it. I just got off work. I'm sorry. Were you pissed off about Cody Rhodes losing last night? I want to wait. Watch this. Keep an eye on the chat there, Casey.
Well, I just think it's...
You got to be open-minded.
I am open-minded. I told Tex that there was a chance that Roman was going to retain. It's just disappointing that Cody didn't win, because I felt the guy deserves it.
His own father. This came out of Bully Ray's mouth. Someone that spent time with Dusty. His own father would have booked Roman going over him. So there's no difference between Dusty booking it and whoever booked it now. There's no difference. Would you have been this pissed if Dusty booked it?
I'd be the same upset, yes.
If the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, booked this, if he was still around.
Yeah. Because Cody was super over. It was time for the bloodline starting to...
Not time right now. It's not Cody's time right now. He's gonna get it. It's not his time right now.
Well, look what happens if you wait too long. There's certain people that they wait so long and they never get their title reign. Or they do, but it's years later.
He's gonna get the reign. Bully Ray confirmed it. He is gonna get the reign, just not right now.
Well, hold on. How's Bully Ray gonna confirm something like this? He's not even in the WWE.
He knows people at WWE.
He
talks to them on a regular basis. He knows Pritchard. He knows all of them on the inside.
Yeah, but he can't confirm anything.
He can make a couple phone calls. That's all he has to do.
Yeah, but they're not like, okay, Bully. He's not going to be like, all right, Bully Ray, we're going to spill the beans to you saying, yes, we're going to do this in a later date.
That is you being closed-minded about the inside. If you listen to that podcast and you pay attention to every single word and listen really closely, he will make a believer out of you.
I'm not super upset about Roman retaining because I figure there was a chance to happen, but I mean, would you rather see someone finally beat Roman at WrestleMania or Backlash? Or
I would see it when it's time.
Yeah, but that's... Or SummerSlam. Like, the best time to watch someone win is at WrestleMania.
I would rather see it when it's time. This is just a continuation of the story.
I think we can agree to disagree because I think he was ready to win.
It's not his time.
But
there is still many layers of this story to go.
So the thing is, Roman's gonna take time off. Again, he's gonna take like a couple weeks off. He's not gonna have any matches until then. And yeah, he'll probably... Well, it's looking like now it's Brock Lesnar versus Cody probably at Backlash. So, they probably are making this wait until SummerSlam because the next pay-per-view is in May with Backlash.
Yeah.
And then wherever the pay, and I assume June is going to be Money in the Bank. And then July, like I said, last year they moved SummerSlam from August to July. And I think that was a better idea because August, you're pretty much at the very end of summer, pretty much. While July is, you're still in the middle of summer. So,
to answer Tour Capture's question, yeah, I'm fine with it. I can handle it. It is not going to be for 3 more Manias. Tour Capture, I challenge you to listen to that too and tell me if it don't open your mind.
Well, I mean, he's definitely not going to be. I can guarantee you there's no way Roman's going to hold the belt for another Mania. He is definitely going to lose this belt sometime into this year. And honestly,
correctly, and I guarantee you, Big T, if booked correctly, we are talking SummerSlam. Roman,
that's what it's looking like now. I mean, like
for the rest of the year until next year's Mania. Big T, I am betting apples to oranges. It'll be SummerSlam when Cody finally gets his roses.
Yeah, but then, see, the thing is, let's say if Cody did win last night, I would have gave him about 6 months reign. I wouldn't have gave him a full year reign. Even though lately WWE's letting some people holding the belts for a long time. Yeah. I mean, look at
240.
Yeah, Gunther is over damn near a year, while oh god, Bianca Belair just finally just hit a year just recently because she won it at last year's WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
You had the Usos had the Raw Tag Team Championship, or was it? No, SmackDown. Yeah, over a year.
Something days. That's almost a year and a half.
Yeah, so they're willing to make people have long reigns again. It's not like back in the late '90s where they'll have like a couple month reigns and they'll lose it. Like where they'll have like 6 to 7 WWF champions in the year, and I'm okay.
Here's another question, Casey. Would you rather have one constant champion, or would you rather them play hot potato with the belt, bounce it from person to person to person, and have it be meaningless?
Well, honestly, if you keep on hot potatoing it, then that's bad. But having the title change every 6 months wouldn't be too bad. Like shit, we had Jinder Mahal hold the WWE Championship for 6 months, and that was awful. It was just absolutely awful. He was trying to be a heel, and yeah, he was a heel, but
you know why they put it on Mahal, right?
Why?
Because they was getting ready to do a tour over in India.
Well, I think that was after his title reign.
No, they was getting ready to do it, and he went over there with the strap.
Yeah, and you hadn't seen him hold the belt ever since. Shit! Well, it's been forever since you've seen Jinder Mahal anywhere. He's been kind of relegated, probably.
Now.
Yeah. What?
He's been in NXT now.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's not good. That's a lot of times when you go back down to NXT, it's one of two things: you're being repackaged, or you're being sent down for more training, and you're pretty much on your way out of the company.
Any TV time is better than no TV time. for those guys.
Yeah, but the guy was a former WWE champion. He should have.
Any TV time is better than none. So I'm sure he's not complaining one bit.
Oh, yeah, with the money he's probably making.
He's getting TV time. That is all that matters. It's when you're not on TV, and that's where you get forgotten about.
Well, yeah, but even NXT is TV time. That's true, but that's the thing is, NXT is not like it used to be. It's not like the black and gold days anymore. They blew that up with NXT 2.0. Yeah, they changed it, but it's still pretty much 2.0 era. I mean, yeah,
time is TV time. It don't matter.
But what it is,
it's still
during the black and gold era when they were having Adam Cole as a champion. During that time frame, it was actually considered as a third brand. It was still their development brand, but it was like they were treating it like as their third brand because Adam Cole should have moved on to Raw and SmackDown years ago.
So you're saying that Braun Breaker's recent NXT title run was just irrelevant?
He's in development.
He was getting TV time. He was getting exposure. He was building his brand.
Well, the thing is, before Triple H took over creative in the main roster, anytime he would create someone in NXT, when they got moved up to the main roster, they would automatically fail. The only people that would actually survive most likely was the female. The females were actually able to survive a lot better than the men. And a lot of this started with the Ascension. The Ascension was the best tag team they had, but when they got upgraded to the main roster, they were treated as a joke. And that's when the whole cancer of it started happening. That's when you saw people like EC3 failing and other people come up and fail. There's very rare men who came up from NXT and did good. I mean, the only people who really did good with NXT was Seth Rollins.
And what about the only people that did good at NXT was Seth? What about Bayley? What about Becky?
That's what I'm saying.
What about Sasha?
That's what I'm saying. The women was getting a hell of a lot better chances than the men. While the men was like 9 out of 10 times they would flounder on the main roster because
there's two more that are males: Roman Reigns, Jon Moxley. They were
more FCW than NXT.
They was NXT with Seth.
Yeah, with Seth, but with Roman and
Mox.
Yeah,
they all came. Those three came from NXT together. They didn't come from FCW.
Okay, they were the very beginning of NXT because I remember NXT, Seth Rollins was their first champion.
And Roman and Mox was down there. Seth and Mox was actually feuding down in NXT.
And that was their best hit they had out of NXT was the Shield. But after that, like I said, the Ascension should have been a great tag team. Like they were running rush shot through NXT, but when they came up to Monday Night Raw, they were a fucking joke.
And we're also in the Vince era here. Well, Vince was booking everything.
Yeah, and
wise. I mean, look what he did to Killer Cross. He put him in that goddamn Spartan outfit with the stupid ass mask.
Yeah, but
to Jeff Hardy. That was all a Vince call. That wasn't a Hunter call.
Oh, I know, but now you gotta admit, Vince is probably getting. We know for sure Vince is in Triple H's ear, and you. The only reason we had Brock Lesnar versus Omos is because of Vince.
You don't know that for 100%. You cannot go on record saying that for 110% truth.
I bet you money Triple H wouldn't say, "Oh, you know what would be a great match? It's Omos versus Brock Lesnar." He would know that would have been like if that match would have went on more than 5 minutes, it would have been horrible.
They wanted to create a spectacle. And what is a bigger spectacle, like I said last night, than Brock Lesnar German suplexing Omos multiple times, getting him on his shoulders, and
he barely did it. He barely able to do it because the guy was super heavy. I mean, he barely could lift him up for the F5.
Still did it. Don't matter. Still
barely.
Still a spectacle.
I still think that match was not that great, anyways. I mean,
look what Tex said about it. Even Tex was impressed with it.
Brock did that. Huh. Big T says that Brock Lesnar was stated that when he was offered the match with Omos, he jumped at it because it was something new and fresh.
Watch that interview.
Well, hold on, what about Bray Wyatt? I mean, that was something new and fresh with Brock.
I watched that interview that Brock did with DC. And Brock was rather candid in that interview. He was almost out of character.
What was he like, nice or something?
Yeah, he was laughing with DC. Hell, Brock even mentioned his kids playing hockey.
Well, we know that Lesnar's not really a people person, and honestly, I could be not a people.
Fun this go round.
What?
He even said he's having fun this go round.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, he's having good matches with a lot of people, but I mean, we knew that he was gonna win over Omos because that would have made 6 years in a row that he would have lost at WrestleMania. And he needed this win over Omos, while Omos is a fucking joke.
Brock wanted to go for the David versus Goliath thing.
See, the thing is, it's not even David versus Goliath because they're both giants. One's just barely bigger than the other.
Omos towered over Brock. Omos made
Brock
look small.
A foot. That's what literally he was a foot taller.
That is quite a bit. That is 12 whole inches, Casey.
But
Omos wanted to do Omos, goddammit. Brock wanted to do David versus Goliath. He said it in that interview with DC, Daniel Cormier. He wanted to do David versus Goliath. And who better to make Brock Lesnar look small than Omos?
Well,
you
what
see
did you
size each other up. Omos made Brock Lesnar look human. Brock can ragdoll anybody on the roster. Except when he gets sized up with Omos, holy shit, Brock Lesnar's human. Brock Lesnar might not stand a chance. That was the story. Omos is, even tour capture, or Omos or Giant Gonzalez. Well, I don't think they would have done El Gigante.
They're both bad. They're both bad. Why don't you just throw Great Khali in the mix too? It'd be the trios of the worst gimmicks of all time.
Omos, Brock Lesnar even said Omos has great footwork. You got to think, Omos was a basketball player.
Yeah, basketball player.
Basketball, you have to have good footwork. You can't.
Yeah, but the guy can't wrestle. The guy got moved up to the main roster way too early. The guy, I know they're like, oh, just give the big chop or you choke slam the guy, but you still need to have some good moves.
What are you expecting out of Omos? Hurricane Ranas and freaking suicide dives?
Well, Ed, did you know Big Show could actually do drop kicks and shit like that?
Yeah, I've seen Big Show do a missile drop kick off the top rope.
Yeah, so even Big Show could do that shit. So, but he was taught, hey, don't do that. It makes you you're overdoing it. You don't have to do that.
Omos
Nowadays,
is still a little bit bigger than Paul White.
Well, think about it. Do you think Great Khali is respected? The guy was horrible.
You're also comparing Great Khali to Omos.
Yes.
Omos has not even reached his full potential yet.
Well, Omos is... How old is he, by the way? I'm just curious. I would say he's probably 30-something. I mean, there's no way the guy is 20s. He's got to be in his 30s. I would say he's probably mid-30s. So the guy probably only has a little bit of time left. The guy's never going to see a world title. I can guarantee you that.
Look what Big T just said in the chat.
I'm sorry. I don't think Omos is going to have any potential.
He is full of it. If he didn't have any potential, he wouldn't have been signed. Triple H and everyone sees something in him besides, oh, God damn, you're a monster.
That's all they see. That's Vince. He's like, oh, he's super ass tall and he got some muscles. Let's sign him. I mean, that's what happened with Giant Gonzalez. The guy was lengthy as a motherfucker, but he was tall.
You're also talking two different eras, Casey.
Omos is 28? Huh. He looks older than that, by the way, if you ask me. But I can guarantee you that Omos is not going to... He's already lost 2 WrestleManias. He lost to Bobby Lashley last year, and this year he lost to Brock Lesnar.
Look how many It don't matter how many WrestleManias you lose.
Yeah, it kind of does.
All right, then.
Unless you're a main man.
Look how many...
Unless you're a main man.
Look how many HBK lost.
What?
Look how many HBK lost. Look how many Hunter lost.
Yeah, but those guys were made mans. They didn't need to win everyone. That's why I brought up where Lesnar lost 5 in a row. But he's a made man. He doesn't need to. He's made.
Started.
But you can't be a winner if you keep freaking losing.
Look how many HBK. Look how many Hunter lost. They turned out to be winners and did all right.
Yeah, after they won multiple title reigns.
And
But
Omos don't need championships. Big T just said it best in the chat. He's an attraction. People will come just to see him. He does not need championships.
honestly, I'm not an Omos fan. I'm sorry. I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm sorry. I don't
Big
like.
T and I are seeing eye to eye here.
I don't see no potential. That's my opinion.
You got to give
But
it time, and right now you got to be open-minded. That is something a closed-minded fan would say.
well,
You're already writing him off when he just started.
Well, he didn't really just started. He's been here for a few years now, and
That's starting.
You know the guy's probably been in the PC though too.
Busting his ass to get better.
But let's move on. What do you think about this whole Endeavor deal buying WWE?
Once again, potential. The word I keep saying. Triple H said it at the top of the show tonight to kick things off. They ain't going anywhere.
I didn't think they were going anywhere. I mean, why would you buy something and then you kill it? I mean, well, Vince did that with WCW, but Vince also got the video library for that too. But
ton of potential. That's all I'm saying.
It's going to be interesting. You know, you're going to see a lot of UFC guys probably make an appearance and stuff, and the other way around. But I don't know if it's truly they bought. I'm not sure it's the true. Oh, they bought 51%, or they bought the whole deal.
Read the story.
Well,
Endeavor 51%.
I mean, that's all you really need to really take over the company.
And here's the kicker. Vince is still on the board for WWE.
Yeah, he is. It's gonna be. He can be on the board. He can be on the board. I just don't want to see him in creative. That's all.
Creative. He is not in creative. Hunter has said it in interviews. Vince himself has said it in interviews. He is not in creative. They have both gone on record saying that Vince is not in creative.
True captures like that 1% means a lot to a new boss. Yeah, I mean, when you have it's 51/49, Vince is now a minority owner of the WWE. He's not a majority anymore. I'm sure he has still a ton of stock, but he had to sell a ton of stock to give it to Endeavor.
So change. Oh, and Frederico brought up a question.
I don't know why.
Why be so racist on Omos, Casey?
I'm not being racist. I just don't see. All right, let's say if he was a big, tall, white guy, I would say the exact same thing. He could be a big, tall, green guy. I would have said the same exact thing. If he has the same skill set what Omos has, but he's a different skin color, I would have said the exact same thing. Has nothing to do with his skin color at all. I just don't see the guy having any potential. That's like me hating on Roman Reigns because, he's Samoan. I ain't been enjoying the Bloodlines story.
You have been hating on Roman.
What?
He is still champion.
I really ain't hating on it. I just preferred to see Cody won.
That is hating on Roman.
No,
You are
come
holding
on.
a grudge against Roman because he still has the belt. Because things did not go the way you had them planned out.
No, come on. Now you're trying to troll me.
No, I'm being legit.
I didn't say did I prefer Cody to win? Yes, but I
And I gave you 2 good reasons why he didn't.
I think, like I said before, I would prefer seeing Cody win at WrestleMania instead of seeing him doing that at SummerSlam.
I gave you 2 good reasons why he didn't win at Mania. 2 good ones that you had 0 rebuttal for.
That's not true. I've said.
That you had 0 legit rebuttal for.
What do you mean 0 legit rebuttal? I think I had some legit.
That was valid points.
I was saying that it would have been a lot better if
To
Cody.
beat him when he's at 945 versus 1,000? Which one's better? Which one looks better?
It doesn't really matter.
What matters is, I beat the guy that has a over 1,000 day title reign versus I beat a guy at 945.
It's stupid. I'd rather see him beat a guy at 900 at WrestleMania than the champion at 1,000 at SummerSlam.
I beat a guy at 1,000 days. Even Big T agreed with me on that one. That would go in the record books and look a lot better than I beat somebody at 945. Checkmate, I win. Mic drop.
It's objective. I still think I prefer see Cody. I mean, I'm not hating on Roman retaining. That's why I told Tex is like, dude, there's a chance that he's going to retain. Because when you had the Usos lose the tag team belts to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, I'm like, there's going to be a chance Roman retaining. But
everybody in the chat, this includes you, Talbish. I don't know if you heard it. Listen to that podcast with an open mind, open ears, and be willing to have your opinion changed.
I am willing to get my opinion changed. I listen to people like Solid Monster and Don Tony.
On the inside.
What?
People that ain't on the inside. People that have no legit sources.
Well, they're not on the inside. Bully Ray's with Impact and Mark Henry is with AEW.
They are on the inside. They live this
job. With their companies they're in right now. I guarantee you
this job. And where were they before Impact and AEW? WWE.
Yeah, but they don't.
Both WWE guys. They both know everything that goes on in there. I'm sure they talked to Hunter.
Oh, come on. Hunter is not going to be like, all right, Bully Ray and Mark Henry, this is what our storyline is going to happen.
2 WWE Hall of Famers.
Yeah, but he's not going to tell them, hey, this is our storyline plan for the next 6 months. Because then he's going to spoil that to people, and then they're going to turn around and spoil it. They'll spoil it to Bully Ray and Mark Henry when they'll turn around and spoiling it to us. So, I would believe someone who's in there like Bruce Pritchard right now than Bully Ray.
Bully Ray gives an unbiased opinion.
I'm not saying he doesn't. but he doesn't have he can't confirm anything. He's not even in the company. But I wish AJ was here to get his opinion, and same thing with Tex. But AJ's probably working, or he fell asleep during Raw. I know he was upset with what happened the end of WrestleMania, and I think he's burnt out of wrestling right now. So I don't blame him. And I think Tex was probably burnt out with wrestling too, and I don't blame him too.
I am a diehard. I will watch it regardless. I don't get burnt out.
Oh, I had burnout before because, huh?
I don't. I don't know the meaning of burnt out.
Well, when the product gets horrible, like before the Hunter took over, the product was getting bad, really, really bad. You know, it was like 5 years ago. You remember when he had Vince, Stephanie, I think Shane was there, and Hunter, and they all were saying sorry because the product was horrible, that they were going to try better, and nothing really happened. It just got worse.
I will never get burnt out because I am a diehard pro wrestling fan. Through better or worse, I will always be a fan.
I mean, I'll still watch the product, but there was one point I had to take a break because
I will never take I have been a fan since I was 6 years old.
Okay.
And we're both the same age, roughly. I'm a little bit older than you, as you know.
Yeah. What's up, Anani?
What's up, Anani? How you doing, girl? Hope you're doing good.
But I'm getting sleepy. This Monday Night Raw really got me sleepy. Hey, did you watch Raw at all?
I was at work. I saw the opening segment.
Yeah.
With Cody and Roman when I was on the last break. And I seen Brock walk out to support Cody. I was already, hell yeah, Brock Lesnar. Let's go.
I felt like it was weird, but I was like, okay. I had a feeling. I was like, why is Brock Lesnar teaming up with Cody Rhodes? But I was like, hey, well, he's a face right now. He does have a grudge against Roman Reigns. And then when they're about to have that tag team match, and I still had that feeling, and apparently I'm not going to say, oh, I know everything, but I'm just saying I had weird feeling that he was going to turn, and it happened. So, I mean, it was cool to see him turn heel again, and like full-fledged heel again. So, but I don't
watch it as soon as we hang up.
I'm just wondering about the story about it. That's the one thing I'm gonna be kind of interested what they're gonna tell between Cody and Brock Lesnar.
I will watch it when we hang up. You have homework to do as well.
I gotta hit the hay. I don't even get. I barely had to.
You can listen to it when you're driving to work tomorrow.
Well, usually I'll listen to it. I'll finish listening to it, and if it changes my mind, I have no problem.
I'll ask you again on Wednesday when we do Wednesday's show.
All right, like I'll man up. Like even at work, if I was wrong, I'll man up. Say, you know what, I'm wrong. But I felt like it was the best time to have Cody win?
Listen to it in full from start to finish. It's only 24 minutes.
Yeah, I was about halfway. Then I was trying to watch Raw and editing my video for today.
So start it over when you're driving to work tomorrow. Listen to it start to finish.
Yeah, Nani, I am exhausted. I fell asleep in the middle of Raw. That's how tired I was.
All I gotta say is Bully made a believer out of me.
Like I said, if it changes my opinion, I'll have no problem admitting to it. So, but I'm just telling you right now, my opinion, how I feel is that Cody should have won.
LaGreca was the same way. You are Dave LaGreca.
Well, I'm not as mad as he was because I had a feeling that Roman was probably going to retain, though. So, I mean, I've been having a blast watching the Bloodline, but I think it's, if you ask me, I think the Bloodline it's time to wind down on it a little bit.
Like I said there, Casey LaGreca.
Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up for tonight. I'm sorry, guys. We've been doing this 4 days in a row, having these shows, and I am pooped. So, I need some actual good sleep. So, sorry cutting this early. And if I was cranky, I apologize. I'm not trying to be cranky. I get cranky if I'm sleepy and tired.
LaGreca, you can go get your mampons.
But I apologize for cutting this early, like we said. It's just, I'm exhausted. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'm getting the hell out of here. So thank you for coming. See you, Joe.